again, YouTube. This is Dr. Kendo, and I'm here with Move or Die Day Friday, the mod series for, of course, this game called Move or Die. And we've got Mega Man and Proto Man as today's mods. And this is going to be crazy, so let's go ahead and pick two game modes that we want to play. Why not Stomp and Jump Shot? One of my favorites and one of my not favorites. That would be Jump Shot being my favorite and Stomp being a not favorite. It's not the worst, though. And so here we go. At least we get to start off with Jump Shot. And this is a good map. Setting up the shot and boom! That was awesome. Oh my god, that was just an amazing shot. Boom! Alright, let's see if I can say so myself. And then kapow! Another connected shot. I don't know, we could probably only go down from here. But okay, we got Stomp this time. I'm terrible at Stomp, so while that jump shot, yeah, okay, I'm already down. While that jump shot probably looked alright, and I probably just ended up getting lucky, Stomp is definitely not going to be my game, but I included a Goomba, which was one of my past mods that I did in the Mario Brothers and Goomba mods episode. Actually, there was another one. That was awesome. There was another connection on Jump Shot. But as I was saying, I've also got Brains in here. You know, I always talk about Brains, that I start off with Brains as my source character for all of these mods that I create, which I do. I create all of these mods that are character mods. If they're levels, I haven't done any levels yet, but that would mean if you see a level in these episodes and it's not in the default game, it's probably one that I downloaded from the Steam Workshop, and I've given credit all the time whenever it first gets shown. But anyway, the fact that I've made these character mods and everything is pretty awesome. We've got, of course, you're seeing Mega Man's kind of Smash Brothers look from the Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. Proto Man, we went sort of with a cartoony version. And of course, if everybody is not aware, Dr. Kendo that's my head that we just selected. I am an official Easter egg playable character. You just type in DrKendoCommentaries at the beginning menus of your game, and I think you can type it in other places, honestly, but usually they say just enter it at the start menu. And so I don't know what mutator to pick. Usually I'll play one set of rounds where we don't have a mutator on, and of course now I've put in a mutator. I went with Skin Swapper, but yeah, I usually like to just vary it up a little bit in these episodes and show off some mutators, and this hat was evading me. That was hilarious, but I ended up getting it for a short while, and it looks like they are gonna get it. No. And so Skin Swapper doesn't throw me off too much, but it does throw me off just a little bit. You just basically have to concentrate on your color rather than your actual character. So, being that I am blue, I'm trying to keep an eye on blue, and this is going much better this time compared to last round for Hat Chase. And it looks like this is going to be an easy victory because I don't think that they are going to win this matchup, the AI bots that I'm against right now. So, I will have taken both victories, which is enough to win the entire set. That's cool. Mega Man, myself, coming out on top both times. But I make all of these mods in Photoshop, so if you want to know how they are made, we will go to see kind of the Photoshop files here just in a second. So of course I like to stick to the Move or Die art style at least a little bit, you know, make shorter characters that are more rotund or wide, and often with big heads or something like that. But you know, if you saw Brains, I turned on the layer for Brains here in Photoshop just real quick a while ago. But then the other kind of thing to keep in mind is that I basically try to make every single layer just a separate layer. So in essence, the arms, the torso, and that's both arms separate from each other, the torso, the head, if they have like a scarf, like in the case of Proto Man here, we got you know, the shield and the scarf, the shield that's on the back, and so all of those are separate layers. Now the other thing to keep in mind, of course, is, you know, you want to stay within the safe area that you can kind of construct your mod in. I showed that off really detailed in the last episode, so if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, that is in the Shadow Big mod episode, the one previous to this. But another thing is, whenever like a character like Proto Man, for example, if they have a shield or a cape or something that goes down beyond where the legs are too, then you are going to want to change that in some way. You know, you can't really put a cape down past the body in Move or Die because it will go out of the safe area for constructing your mod. And so, for instance, with Proto Man, and I've done this with like Batman and Superman when they had capes and stuff, is I'll move it all the way up so that it's it's only the length of the body, the torso. Now, you could choose to stylistically somehow, maybe put it behind the legs by going to the area of your mod where the legs are. So, for instance, you saw Proto Man or Mega Man's legs. If it's a cape, you could put a little bit down there, but the legs are so much smaller than the body, the cape would not proportionately look the same as it does on the torso. So it's like it would just be like a little piece of cape down by the legs, and then the main cape up at the top where the torso is. I don't know if that makes sense, but in essence, it would look like it's not realistically attached, I would say. But I just want to make a quick announcement before I leave for this episode. I will not be here for Friday, for next Friday, Move or Die, so we'll skip 1 week in this series. There's a lot of other stuff coming, though, on the channel, so unfortunately just not Move or Die related, but there are other videos and special things going on, and I've got a live stream on Thursday where I'm going to be playing with the community and all of that good stuff. But anyway, I will catch you guys on the next vid, and thanks for viewing. Game they pursue. Hold my breath as I swim through the blackest of lakes, not getting set back by the wackest mistakes, and it stays holding many stakes, the fear they create, the danger that awaits only leads to my grave.